For more on this, let's bring in former Defense Secretary Mark Esper. Secretary Esper, thanks for being with us today. What kind of response do you expect to see from the United States following yesterday's incident?
Well, Marky, I think a lot of our response will depend on what the Russians say, both publicly and privately. I'm sure yesterday that the Pentagon, beginning with the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff on down, were probably reaching out to their counterparts to find out what happened and why. You know, was this intentional or was it poor piloting by the Russian crews, and to understand that better. But I think that we should have a very clear, calm, but forceful response to the Russians that this is bad behavior, that breaks international law, and it does risk unintended escalation.
Yeah, and yesterday it was called unprofessional. This appears to be the first time an American aircraft was downed after a confrontation with a Russian warplane since the peak of the Cold War. Should Americans be worried that American troops could be drawn into this war in Ukraine, or no?
I don't think that's likely at this point. I mean, President Biden has drawn a clear line that he does not want Americans directly involved. But intercepts between Russian and American aircraft are not unusual. It happens in Alaska, in our air defense identification zones up there. It happens in the Black Sea region, other parts of the world. This is part of the game that is played out there. But this, of course, was unprecedented because the Russian actions, which I suspect were really an accident, resulted in us having to force down the aircraft in the Black Sea.
Yeah, and I think it sparked some nervousness, too, yesterday, and just uncertainty. The Pentagon says that the drone was conducting a surveillance and reconnaissance mission. Will there be an attempt to recover this drone? And if not, what will the United States do to make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands?
Well, we always like to recover our aircraft, these types of things, for a number of reasons. We want to make sure the hardware doesn't get into the hands of bad actors. As a reporter from D.C. said, typically we have the means to remotely wipe the software from the equipment. That does a lot of good in terms of helping prevent that. But we would want to try and regain control of that aircraft, and it will take some time to do so.
In just about a minute left, several Republican leaders, including Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and former President Donald Trump, have come out against continued American support for Ukraine. In your eyes, what could their positions mean for Putin's willingness to antagonize the U.S.?
Well, Putin's game plan, at least his long plan, is that Western support will eventually weaken. That has been my concern from day one. And of course, Western support will weaken if U.S. leadership starts weakening as well. So I'm always concerned about that happening on this side. I don't think that most Republicans believe that's the case. Polling shows that most Americans and most Republicans want to support the Ukrainians. Republican leaders on Capitol Hill support the Ukrainians. So I don't think we should be distracted by politics, domestic politics, but again, to focus on what's important in terms of our own security as well.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.